Hello, everybody, and welcome to our weekly How to Build a Business call. I am so excited for tonight's call. It's been a seriously incredible month. So I just think that even fires me up even more to share this information because this information changes lives. So for those who do not know me, my name is Gloria McLean, and I got started on this journey 6 years ago. And if you're anything like me, I came in saying I wanted nothing to do with network marketing and I had my walls up so big. But what happened was I said yes to that starter bundle of oils, and I started having little win after little win after little win, enough that I finally went to a class after 7 months of my girlfriend asking me. I was like, okay, I'm convinced. I'll go to a class and learn more. And then I fell in love with the people. I loved the people that this company attracted, like health-minded, like-minded individuals, positive people, uplifting people. I just left that class feeling really like expanded and happy. And I mean, if you've smelt that bundle of oils, you know what I'm talking about. That is magic. And I still was a no on the business. I was managing a restaurant at the time full time. And if you've ever managed anything, you know that that is a very hard job. It's a lot of babysitting. And because I worked in the restaurant industry, I basically worked Mother's Day, New Year's Eve, Halloween, like any of the nights, any of the days that were really important for our family, I was working because that's the days that are the busiest in that industry. And the day came where I couldn't get the day off for my daughter's first day of school. And that was the day that I realized that I was treating this business, this restaurant business, like it was my job. And I was pouring my heart and my soul into this restaurant to really realize that, like, at the end of the day, these people didn't really care about me. And so it was kind of then that I realized like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. And I was kind of sick of like living in this working 60 hours a week, missing out on my kids' lives, and also not and still struggling to get by, like working so hard and still struggling. And so I was like, okay, I love the products, I love the people. Like if I'm going to stand behind something, this is it, because I'm sharing them naturally anyway. So my girlfriend, Lisa, who just came on the call, she came to work that day and I said, do you actually make money at this thing? And she said, yes, that she made around $3,000. She showed me her paycheck. We were real close by then. And I thought, oh my gosh. And that was when she was a silver leader. So I thought if I could get to silver, that would mean I could be home with my babies, possibly have another baby. That would be like winning the lottery of life. And I don't know why I'm emotional. It's crazy to look back on that story because we far surpassed that, what that dream was at the beginning, but that was the dream for me. And so I decided to be coachable. I decided to listen to the people who had what I wanted in this business. And so whatever Lisa told me, I was like, okay, let's do this because I want to be where you are. And it wasn't until I hit silver that I really saw kind of the next level of what was possible. So if you're coming on this call and you're like, I'm a waitress or I'm a teacher, or like I don't have any experience in this, it's okay. If you can just believe in yourself enough to take the first step, the next step will reveal itself and your belief will grow as your results grow. And so just look at what is possible for you right now and then expand on that when you hit it. And I can tell you, as a girl that lives in Canoe, BC, that didn't really have a social circle and whose family was like, we don't want anything to do with your weird hippie oils. If I can do this, you can do this. I truly believe that from the bottom of my heart. And I'm going to give you the exact steps right now. I'm going to move you guys over here. This part of the technology, I'm always like, please work. And it's working. So we're doing okay. Present. There we go. All right. How to build a young living business. Here we go. So the very first thing that we're going to talk about is your why, because your why is what's going to pull you forward on the day that you have excuses. I remember a certain somebody was at a retreat that we had, and what she realized was she wasn't growing anymore. And that was because, hi, Lauren, she wasn't growing anymore because her why was community when she came in. And she looked around at this room full of women and she was like, I have what I wanted when I came in. And so what she had to then do was just dream bigger than what she had originally came in for. Because sometimes we hit the ceiling and we think it's out there, but like, why are you doing this? Like, maybe if right now for you it is community, maybe it's to get your products paid for, maybe it's to bring in an extra $500 a month. When you achieve that why, expand on it. If you feel like you're hitting a ceiling, it might mean that you're just not dreaming a little bit bigger. Okay. And so when she took that ceiling off, guess what happened? She ranked up like that month. She like flew past her rank. And it's so amazing. When you have a why, there's always a way. So I love this quote so much. It sounds cheesy and I found it off the internet, but I'm telling you right now that it is exactly it. So I didn't have the time when I got started with this business. Okay. I was working 60 hours a week and my why, oops, just going to mute you. Sorry. And my why was to spend more time with my kids. So that to somebody might sound a little like counterproductive, right? But I could see that Lisa did this. And I knew if I put the time in, if I made the time, I would have the time freedom that I wanted. And so I didn't have the time, I made the time. Okay. I did what I could with what I had, with where I was. I did not have the knowledge. I had no idea how to build a network marketing business, but I did what I knew. And like I said, I was coachable. I was willing to be a student. I'm still willing to be a student at Platinum. Okay. I did not have the confidence. My first 101, if you don't know what a 101 is, that's okay. We're going to talk about it. But my first 101, I was literally sweating. I thought I was going to die speaking in front of other people. And at the end, I totally forgot to like close. I did not talk about essential rewards. I thought like this was a bust. One girl said yes, though. And that one girl led to one of my biggest legs that I still have, because she said yes. And the next time I came to the next class and I spoke, I was a little bit better. And then the next time I was a little bit better. So like full permission to suck at the beginning. And you know what? When you're doing something new, you probably are not going to be great at it, but like confidence is going to come with results and it's going to come over time by doing, right? I had a lot going against me. When I started this journey, I know that I like a lot of people probably feel this. I was like drowning in debt. I didn't even think I had the money to get the bundle. And so for me, I had so many excuses. I really just chose not to use any of them because it was either go and give it everything I had or continue to live the life I was living. And I wasn't okay with living that life anymore. Maybe for you, you don't have this big story and maybe you just want a couple extra $100. That's beautiful too. There's like literally room for everybody, no matter what you're wanting to get out of this. It gets to be what you want it to be, which is something I love. So when there's a why, there's a way. My kids were my why. I wanted to be home with them. And that pushed me on the days where I felt too tired, didn't want to go to that class, like wanted to go put Netflix on and eat ice cream on the couch, which I still got to do when I got home from the 101. And you know what's really funny is every time I didn't want to go to a class, on my way home, I'd be in the car like, that I felt so good. It felt so good to go. Like it's so funny how we get in our own way sometimes. We're going to talk about that too. So in this business, this is probably like the most important piece of information I can give you on this call. If everything else goes over your head tonight, let this be the thing that sinks in. When it comes to network marketing, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. So you get into momentum by teaching a system that is so simple that literally anyone can do it. I speak from experience because I tried network marketing before Young Living, years before Young Living. And I say tried because I thought I had a better way than the people making all the money. They told me to follow a system. What I did, what I thought was the better way, was to buy all the products and bring all these Tupperware bins with me to people's houses instead of following a system. So what I did was I spent a lot of money, I made no money, nothing duplicated. And I said, network marketing doesn't work. It was not the network marketing's fault. Okay. It was my fault. I was not coachable. I thought I had a better way. It didn't work. Another example is in this business, it can get really easy for people to want to be the expert and want to know it all and get in front of a room full of people and just have all the answers. And when people come to them, they're the ones that give all the answers. This is a quick way to stop duplication in its tracks, because when somebody comes to your class, if you're just sharing your heart, and then if they ask a question about like, well, what would I use for this or that? And you show them, like, we have an app called the Reference Guide app, you guys. It's amazing. Yes, right? It's amazing for you and for when you're in a class to be like, hey, check it out right here. There's this app. And now instead of giving a man a fish where he eats for one day, you're teaching the man to fish, or woman to fish, and now they're eating for life. You've just empowered them to be the hero of the story instead of being the hero of the story. So when we empower people, duplication happens with or without us being around, because we've made it so simple that anyone can do it. When I went to Lisa's 101, she was a silver leader. She read off of a script and she was like a little bit nervous. And I seriously sat there and went, I could do this. Like, I feel like I could do this too. I feel like I don't have to be an expert. If she would have got up and been like, all of this information on oils that I had would have went right over my head. I would have bought a bundle of oils. I'm saying it might work, but I would have never turned around and shared it with anybody else. And that would have just, right? So again, that's why I'm stressing this so much. In network marketing, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. So this system right here, I've seen this system in full action, and I've seen it during a pandemic when we didn't really follow along. And can I just tell you something, is that numbers don't lie. Okay. So this system works. It duplicates like a hot dang. So what we do is we teach our classes on the oils bundle. And the reason that we do the oils bundle is because if I were to bring a bunch of products to someone's home and I'm talking about them, it's a lot different than if you're passing these beautiful bottles around and people are smelling them. They are going to feel the difference at the end of that class versus if you're just talking about something. So we also talk about lifestyle in our class. So we're not just talking about oils. When I get to the thieves oil at the end of the oils bundle, I always mention our thieves cleaning line. And there's a little Ningxia package at the back of your bundle. I always talk about what Ningxia has done for me. And usually in a class, other people will share their stories. Then what I talk about is, this is the best way to ditch and switch your home in 3 months. And when you do this system, I talk about essential rewards, which we're going to talk about more in detail ahead here. When you're on essential rewards, you're going to start at 10% back. And then by month 3, you're at 20% back in points. It is statistically proven that when people start with a bundle on essential rewards, you have an 80% retention rate. 80% retention rate when you start them on a bundle. Now, if someone comes to my class and they're like, I don't want to start with the bundle, get me the Thieves kit, please, or the Thieves bundle, please. Of course, I'm going to start them with the Thieves bundle. Or if they want to start with things, I'm going to start them like, you don't have to follow this system exactly. But the beauty of this system is that it shows people that we're not just oils. And after what I found at the beginning is people did have oils, but by the next month that they were to order, they'd be like, I don't need any more oils. And I was like, we need to like expand on this, because we're so much more than oils, right? We all know we have over 600 products now. And so we are a wellness company. We need to be sharing lifestyle. We're not here to sell a lavender oil. We're here to impact lives. And we do that by ditching and switching toxins every single month. Yeah. And now, like, what? Young Living just like spoiled us so much, because this is so much leverage for us, you guys, as a business owner. This is not only a great way to now talk about essential rewards, but it's also a great way to get them to order in that second month. So 3 months to 20% back. In the second month, you're going to get a free diffuser. These rewards are incredible, but people only know if you talk about it. If you don't tell them there's a free diffuser, they might not order that second month. Yeah. We need to be able to speak about this with confidence so that they feel confident. If we approach this with confidence, their confidence. Free diffuser. Okay, when I got started, we used to mail in a coupon. And now it just shows up. You don't even have to do anything. If you just order a second consecutive order, this diffuser is just going to show up. So I mean, Young Living is doing the legwork here. We really just need to leverage this amazingness. Okay, so that system that I just told you guys about as well, also, this is in US dollars, okay? So when you enroll one person on a bundle, we're also maxing out the compensation plan. So not only do we have a higher retention rate, not only are we sharing the lifestyle where we have long-term success, because we don't just want a customer to order once and be gone. We want them here with us and we want to take care of them. When we get them to order with the bundle on ER, any of the bundles that we have, you guys, and now we have even more affordable bundles. So there's like so many bundles to choose from. I think it works out to be like 96.75 Canadian. I don't know about you, but I know a lot of families right now that could use an extra $500, especially after the holidays, right? So just think, it's like it just takes two for them to pay off their bundle now. So when somebody gets a bundle from you, never miss the opportunity to say, I would love to help you get this paid for. We're not making it about the business. We're not making it this big, scary thing that they're afraid to do. It's just getting a couple friends over in their living room and we do the talking. This is how I built my entire business to platinum, you guys. This system that I'm teaching you right now. It is the way. And it's amazing. Like enroll 10, earn 750 US. What is that, like 1,000 something? I don't know, but do the math. So the cheat sheet. Young Living just gave all of us a massive raise. This company is seriously incredible. It was already an incredible bonus. I thought it was already amazing. So this just like blew the roof off. And we've seen it this month with almost 100 enrollments this month from our team. Like it's working. The system it's insane. So it has increased to 50% in the first month. And we've also taken off any of the caps. So before it was like you earned 25% on a certain amount of volume, but now there's no cap. So whatever somebody orders in their first month, you are earning 50% of that. So if they want to order all 3 bundles, you're getting 50% of that. Okay. Isn't that amazing? I know. Yes. So that started November 1st. And there's also that new bundle that came out that has 8 amazing oils. If you have not checked that out, check it out. Okay, so I just showed you how to max out the compensation plan, how to keep it simple for success. I hope that landed really well and really easily for you. If it didn't, please reach out, ask questions. I'm here. I'm always available. I can help you out. And this is another way that we can max out the compensation plan is our silver bound bonus. People are not as excited as they should be for this, but it's my goal to change this because this bonus is freaking amazing. And what I'm going to offer you right now, even if you're brand new on this call, is that think of this from a leader perspective. So let's say you have your new friend, Susan, gets her bundle. She wants to get it paid for. You help her get to star. So then now you show her this silver bound bonus and you say, hey, if in 3 months we get you to senior star, month 1, you're going to earn an extra $64.50. If you can hold that for month 2, you're going to get $96.75. If you can hold that for month 3, $161.25, all paid out on top of the commissions that we just shared. Okay. And what the silver bound does as well, you guys, is it teaches structure, which is huge. So when you are running people through this system over rinse and repeat, not everyone's going to do it, but that's okay, right? Just like not everyone's going to buy oils. It's just our job to share it. What they do with the information is not up to us. We just have to share the information because people don't know if we don't talk about it. And that silver bonus. Okay, so not only are you making a nice paycheck at silver, but like, look at that month 1, month 2, month 3. That's pretty sweet, you guys. For more information on this, your member resources in your virtual office is filled with golden nuggets. I highly recommend going into further detail with this stuff. I'm just talking about the basics tonight, but there's so many golden nuggets in your member resources. So Essential Rewards, we talked about it a little bit. This is your residual income. So residual income was something that I did understand, obviously, before the pandemic. We grew to be a platinum team before the pandemic. I'll show you, if you don't know what that means, what that income looks like at the end here. But when the world shut down, we never lost platinum. Never. We stayed a platinum team. All of the work that I did, that we all did as a team before the world shut down, continued to pay. Okay, so that is what Essential Rewards is. It's now like loyalty rewards in the States, and that will be switching soon, but it's Essential Rewards for us still. So what that looks like is, I love this picture of the pennies. So let's say I host a class and that 4 people say yes, and they're joining on Essential Rewards. And then I continue to host classes every single week. I'm consistent. I'm inviting people back. I'm making it a fun space to be. And I keep adding to those, right? Like we just keep adding and adding and adding. If I don't talk about Essential Rewards, I'm looking for new people every single month. If I get people excited to order every month, I'm adding to my customer base every single month. And because I'm teaching people to do this, people will do what you do. Now my leaders are teaching people this same system, and their leaders are teaching people this same system. As a platinum team, we almost have a 50% retention rate. Young Living has the most incredible retention rate there is out of any network marketing company, because our products are the best. Like that's why people keep ordering. Like for me, I'm like, let's make Royal Crown Diamonds so we can just max out all the orders every month, because I'm so obsessed with the product. So Essential Rewards is so amazing. And the quicker you can learn to be confident about Essential Rewards, the more success that you're going to see. And so what I would say, like what I say to somebody is, like, they're getting their bundle, I'm like, I'm going to start you on Essential Rewards. I start everyone on that. I've got you. You can opt out at any time if you don't want it, but you're going to get a free oil this month, and you're going to get 10 points back on your order. And next month, if you decide that you want something again, you're going to get a free diffuser. Right? I make it so casual that they're not scared. If I come up to them and I'm like, so there's like this thing, but like, don't worry about it if you don't want it. And like, I know you're probably really scared of it. And like, it could be like, if I come at it not confident, they're not going to be confident. Okay. Our energy speaks louder than what we're saying. And what it always comes down to for me is I am obsessed with this rewards program, like obsessed. And so it's not hard to be confident about it. There is a video on YouTube called Closing with Confidence on ER. And it's amazing if you need a little bit of help with that. So structure is something that I've mentioned a couple times. So what structure is in this business, so we get paid in depth. We get paid, the way that they have us set up is literally that we help other people succeed and we get paid more money. So the more people you can help rank up, the more people that you can help earn an income, the more you're going to be taken care of. Like there's a saying out there, I think it says, the more people you help get what they want, the more you get what you want. Yeah. So don't just go putting everybody on your front line. You might be thinking, but it's $100. Like I'm going to just do. No, we want to build in our structure. So it's 6 people underneath you to Royal Crown Diamond. 6 legs is what you need, and then start growing deep. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. Good. Lisa there, I think she enrolled like 32 people on her front line because she had no idea what structure was, and she wasn't ranking up or hitting any of these ranks. So look at the ranks again, member resources, look at the structure and plan accordingly. And I will say too, there's been people who have really surprised me that I did not put on my front line. I thought like they would never build, and then they turned out to be like gold leaders. So you really never know. You just got to kind of listen to your gut when it comes to structure, or message one of your leaders and we can help you out too. So classes and builders. How I got so many builders is I had weekly classes, and what I would say to people at my classes, like especially if they bought a bundle, I would say, you got your bundle of oils, come back next week and learn more how to use them. I learn something new at every single class. So I continue to grow my community that way. And the more that these people came to classes and we talked about the same bundle, the more confident they were to share. And when I would hear them piping up in a class more and more and more, I would be like, want to come and like share your story with me up here? And I would like get them to be a builder without them realizing because they were like nonstop talking about it. And I could tell they were excited about it. And obviously getting people to host is another great way to get builders. And I mean, Angela Backus, who's like going for platinum right now, she came to 6 classes before she even said yes to her bundle. Thank goodness I had weekly classes because one would not have sufficed for her, right? So keep them open. Do not be attached to the outcome, whether people buy or don't buy. Keep them coming back. I recommend having it at the same time every week because then it's just really easy to invite to. And then they just remember when it is. And it's like, it's just easy breezy, beautiful young living girl. So also bundles keep the focus on new member growth. And new member growth is going to inspire builders. It's going to light the fire from the base up. It's going to get paychecks in people's hands because we're focusing on the system, right? Rinse and repeat. And then we're going to talk about events, but I'm going to kind of go ahead a little bit here and say, because people always ask, well, how do they learn about the other products? Facebook groups and events. Get your people to events because that's when they learn more about the lifestyle, more about the supplements, all that stuff. Okay. So like, here's where we learn about the 3 bundles, get them to events to learn about all the other stuff. And online is amazing as well. Consistency means there's always a place to invite to. This is what creates momentum. There was a book that I read, I believe it was The 4-Year Career, which by the way, I want to change the name of that book to The 4-Year Apprenticeship because I don't want to be done after 4 years. I'm not going anywhere. So it's like, it showed an airplane trying to get off the ground. Imagine an airplane trying to get off the ground if it's starting, stopping, starting, stopping, starting, stopping. It's not ever going to pick up speed. It's not ever going to get momentum. So keep showing up and just know that I have had more no-shows than shows. There has been so many times where it was just me and Lisa and we were eating the dip and drinking the wine and we would take a picture anyway and post it on social media and say, thank you so much for coming. And eventually people were like, she's successful even though we're not showing up. Maybe I should check this business out. And now they're customers too. So keep showing up. And even if no one shows, post it on Facebook and let people know you're having a good time, or Instagram, whatever you build on. So building community, we talked about 101s. Events is where you get to see like all the people and it's the best. I love events. I love hugging everyone. And for me too, events were so important because it showed me people who were like at the top of this company and it made it so real because they were just real people like me. And events just create just such a fire under you. And so I was told from Lisa, like early on, like get people's butts in the seats because look at what this event did for you. Think about if you bring 5 people back with you, they're all going to be inspired too. And it definitely works just like that. Retreats. So we had to take a little time out on retreats because of the world, but they are in the works again. Retreats. If you see one coming, run for it, give it everything you got because we have the most fun. I'm just saying. And rinse and repeat. I think it was Adam Green, actually. He asked me, he's like, how did you get to retreats though? Like, how did that happen for you? And I always say it started in my living room. It started in my living room. It started by 101s for years and years and years until it built to a place where I wanted a bigger space to host. And so dream big. Amazing things happen when you dream big. Inviting. This one is so important because sometimes what I see is people will host a class every week, but they're not actually reaching out to people and inviting them personally. And so who here ever likes when people just like are a spammy pammy and they like copy and paste the same message to everybody and you can tell it's not authentic and you just like, right, you open it and your body kind of goes, we don't want to be like that. And so the best way is always letting them hear your voice is my favorite, or if anything else, leave a message. What I love to do is like, let's say I'm watching, I kind of share this example all the time, but like, let's say my girlfriend online is complaining that her daughter hasn't been sleeping all week. So what I would do is I would personally send her a message in her inbox and I would hit the voice recorder and I would just say, hey, I see that your daughter has been struggling with sleep. I have something I think may help. If you want to come to a class, like leave your credit card at home, I'll send you home with a little sample and we're going to have wine and cheese. Mama needs a night out, I'm sure, right? Because I've made it personal, it's a lot like now she's probably going to want to come. When I just like blanket invite people, to me, when I get blanket invited places, it just feels like it doesn't matter if I show up or not, right? Like it doesn't really matter. But when they talk to me personally, I'm like, oh, okay, it matters if I go. So I love to let people hear my voice. Obviously, be excited to see people. I remember one girl walked in a room and I was like, hi, which I'm just like that anyway. I have been my whole life. I'm like, hi. She's like, I don't think anyone's ever been that excited to see me. And she just like, she loved it. That people smile at people, be a kind human. It goes a long way. And never be a spammy Pammy. I'm sorry if your name is Pam and you're watching this. Wasn't directed at you, I promise. This is a relationship business. This is a relationship business. People are volunteering to come and work with you and buy from you. They can get this anywhere. So, like, why do they want to stay? Because they don't have to. They can go somewhere else and get them. Expectations and gossip are like the quickest way to kill your business. Trade expectation for appreciation and watch everything grow. I'm telling you, it's like watering your garden. Everything will just explode. And I love this example. Like, you know, when you give a gift to somebody and they're like, thanks. And you're like, I'm never giving them a gift again. That was horrible, right? And you give a gift to someone that's like, oh my gosh, thank you. And they're just so appreciative. You want to like give them more and more and more. And that's exactly business. The more you appreciate people, the more they're going to want to show up and the more that they're going to be able to grow into the highest, grandest versions of themselves, which is what I'm here for. Like, I love seeing people just like step into their power. So yeah, gossip and expectations, they crush a business. So action, get yourself into action as soon as possible. Plug into classes. If you're like, I don't know how to host one. I've never even seen one yet. Look for one that's going on locally to you or plug into one online. There's lots that you can even just watch online as well. So if you're like just wanting to see kind of the layout of it, you can go put 101 in the search bar. Get to know your crossline. Seriously, at the beginning of this journey, I did not have a community, and thank God for my crossline, because when someone finally wanted to come to a class, I invited the people that were not even on my team. They didn't benefit from being there at all, but they just came and supported me and shared their stories. And it was just so awesome. Like, this community is like nothing else. Attend the next event that you see come up that's around you, and bring your people if you can. Always remember that action kills doubt and fear. Sitting and thinking creates it. When we sit around and think about what we should do, we come up with all sorts of stories that are not true, all sorts of fear, all sorts of things. When we're in messy, crazy action, like, you don't even have time to think about that. You just go, oops. Oh no, I don't know what happened. We're going to just do. Now you get to see them all over again. I don't know how it went backwards so far. It's okay. Inviting. We're almost there, guys. Here we go. See, you don't have to be perfect. Messy action. That was like perfect timing. Messy action goes all the way back to the beginning. Okay, so here are some online tips. So what I do is I set a timer for 60 minutes. And I pick one. There's 2 more slides I'm going to show you here. I'm going to see if I can move you guys. How do I do that? There we go. So if you want to take a picture, so online, I pick one, I do it for 15 minutes. Then I move to the next one. I pick one, I do it for 15 minutes. Then I'm going to show you the next 2 slides. So hopefully you got a picture of that. If not, I can just send it to you. It's no biggie. Okay. And the reason why it's so important is because this only takes an hour. This only takes an hour a day, 5 days a week to grow and to see results. But what often happens is people will say, I'm doing all the things and it's not working. But when we go over these like 4 little categories that I just showed you, what a lot of people are doing is they're missing out on the connection part, or they're missing out on the engagement part, or they're not directly asking people to take a look at this business or opportunity. And so what happens when we have this data that we can look at, we can see like, what are we not talking about? What are we talking about? What work are we trying to avoid and why? Because I know when I was growing on social media, I was not a social media expert at all. I grew my business belly to belly. But what I found is I was doing a lot of scrolling or a lot of thinking about the work, thinking I was working all day. Okay. So this really just helped me to like get it done in an hour. And then you can just like your brain can say, you know what, we did the work today. And it was more than enough. So here is the global income disclosure statement. Yeah, so this is real money. It's amazing. When I first looked at this, I remember my eyes going right to that Royal Crown diamond, that purple there. And I was like, that's not real. People, this isn't for real people. And again, I never thought I would hit platinum. I was just so excited to get to silver, but your vision gets to grow as you grow. So whatever you look at right now that feels like believable for you is where you start, and let your vision expand as you do. And like start envisioning it. Think about what that money could do for you. Think about how that could change your life, and why sharing this with other people could be so impactful for other people's lives as well. I'm so grateful every day that Lisa shared this with me. I can't imagine doing anything else. It's the best. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, so goal setting and vision work. This is so huge. We do a vision call once a week as well, because I think it's so massive to keep your dreams at the forefront. Because it's like when you go to build your dream house, if you don't have the blueprint and you're just outside laying bricks every day in the mud and the rain, you're probably going to be like, this sucks. I don't want to do this. Like, what are we even doing? But if you have the blueprint of your dream house, you're then out there laying bricks every day, like, this is the best. I can't wait. Like, look what we're growing towards. It's like trying to put a puzzle together without seeing the final, without looking at the picture, right? Imagine trying to put a puzzle together. It's going to take so much longer. You're not going to be clear. You're going to be misdirected, and you're not going to be as excited when you show up. And your energy is everything in this business. When you show up excited, your team's excited. When you show up defeated, your team's defeated. It's a thing. So you need to show up excited. You got to keep your vision at the forefront to keep that excitement. I know a lot of people that are in the higher ranks. Like for me, I achieved everything I wanted. I achieved everything. I'm home with my babies. I was able to have another baby, a healthy baby, after not having a healthy track record of getting pregnant and all that kind of stuff. And like, I was able to hit a rank I never thought I would ever hit. And so when I hit platinum, I kind of hit this like stagnancy, because I had everything I wanted. And so it was like, now I got to dream bigger. And like, now my dream is to help other people have this. I want other people to have this. And so I got to keep showing up, because there's a version of me out there right now that's living paycheck to paycheck, not seeing her children, that wants this. And so I'm going to keep talking about it. So you're actually 40% more likely to achieve the goals that you write down on paper. Okay. So you're actually moving it from the imagination side of your brain into the like, let's make this happen side of your brain. So this is actually a Harvard study. So those are odds I'm willing to take. I don't know about you. And I mean, if you listen to successful people, they will all tell you clarity is everything. Clarity is everything. All walks of life, all different kinds of successful people. This is why personal development is so huge, because success leaves clues. And what you'll find is all the successful people will have common threads. It's actually not as complicated as we've been led to believe. And so read books from people who have what you want, who are living the life you want. Listen to what they have to tell you. And I guarantee what I have found is that every one of them writes down their goals, and they all get clear on what they're doing. Olympic athletes run the race in their mind like 1,000 times before they ever go and run it on the course. Okay. So there's a method to this. Place your hand on your heart right now, whether you're watching, if you want, you don't have to, whether you're watching the replay or you're on here live, and just close your eyes for a sec. And we're just going to take a nice deep breath together. And I just want you to imagine your life as big as you can possibly imagine it. What would you be doing if you never had to worry about money? And if you never had to worry about time, you had all the time and all the money. And when you're ready to return to the space, just return to the space. And this is why just getting in your vision is so powerful. Because if it's in your heart, there's a reason. I'm a big believer of that. And I'm just going to also share this with you before I let you go. I want you to expect this. I want you to expect it. And it's not because I'm trying to be a bummer. Okay. It's because it's real life. And I want you to know that this isn't going to just be, I'm feeling amazing every single day and I'm out here changing lives and I'm doing it. No. Life of an entrepreneur is much like a life of a mom or a life of a wife, right? Or a life of like owning an acreage or anything worthwhile. We have really great times and we have hard times, right? Like this is anything worthwhile in life. It's not just entrepreneurship, but I just want you to expect it because when you get into the funk, as I like to call it, of like, what have I done? It's like, oh, I expected this. That girl told me to expect this, right? And then you're going to get a wave of inspiration and then someone's going to say no to you and you're going to be like, what am I doing? And if you can just continue to like know that it's okay to have those hard days, whether that's in your marriage or whether that's being a mom, you're going to have hard moments. Ride the wave because it is going to get so much better, right? Like we know there's an up for every down. It's like a heartbeat, right? Life is just this. And the quicker we just know that this is what it is and we just expect it, it doesn't like throw us off our game completely, right? Like we're just like, oh, here it is. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to let you know if that's you, you're not alone. There's like a right, like do. Yeah. And people will throw stones at you. Don't throw them back. You're better than that. Don't throw them back. Collect them all and build your empire. Okay. Because I can tell you, my own family told me I would never be successful at this. They said so many things that I should have just like crawled into like crabs in the bucket. I should have just crawled down and said, okay, forget it. It's not going to work. But I just like every time somebody told me I couldn't, or every time someone bashed what I was doing or bashed this company or bashed whatever, I just like collected them and I just let it fuel me. Yeah. I was like, okay, you don't think I can? Well, now I'm going to do it and I'm going to do it with pizzazz. And that's what I've done. And now we're dancing our way to diamond. And that's just what it is. Like, expect the haters. You're doing something different. And in this world, when we do something different, people don't like that. But you know what the most beautiful thing is? You're not in the convincing business. So when somebody doesn't like what you do, you don't have to throw that stone back. It's okay. They don't have to get it. There's so many people that want this. There's so many people that want oils. And then there's going to be people who think it's weird, and that's okay. We're not selling to them, okay? And that's another thing I just want to leave you with is like the chocolate makers of the world are not out there trying to convince salt people to love chocolate. They just making chocolate for the people who love chocolate, and that's it. They're not wasting their time like, why don't you love chocolate? It's such a waste of our beautiful energy. There's people who want what we have, and those are the people that we need to be speaking to all the time. Don't waste your time with convincing energy, okay? And then here's some resources for you. So we have our Strictly Biz Facebook group. We have member resources in your virtual office. We have a YouTube channel with calls like this, so many calls like this. Like if you want to go binge and learn, there's like so many things in there. We are running a 90-day challenge right now, which is like the boxes I showed you with mindset work, vision work, all that kind of stuff, all laid out for you. The Life Steps app. I cannot say enough good things about this app. It has amazing graphics, amazing information that you can share. And if you're ever like, I don't know what to share, I don't know how to share, do you want to know what I share? I share my stories. And when I post about a product, I go on the website and I'm like, what does the website say? I know this is compliant. And I just copy and paste that about the oil or product that I'm talking about. And then it's perfect. And then also it just makes your work so much easier. Work smarter, not harder. And we want to be duplicable. So Life Steps app is incredible. And Oily Trends, if you are serious about building a business, Oily Trends is incredible. It's going to give you so many reports. It's going to show you your paycheck, where it's at during the month. And for me, that just lights me up. I love seeing that. I love numbers. I never thought I would say that. I was not like that when I first got started. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I am so grateful. We did that in 15 minutes. There you go. Okay, I hope you all have an amazing night, and let me know if you have any questions. You're so welcome. Yay! I'm so glad you liked it. Have a beautiful evening. Go out there, share. People need this. People need money right now more than ever. I feel like we have never had a better time. Just so you guys know, more millionaires are created in recessions than any other time. That is fact. Facts over feelings. It's because people are looking for a second stream of income right now. They are looking for this opportunity more than they ever have. They are looking for natural health and wellness more than they ever have. So take this information, go run with it, go change lives. I know you guys are all more than deserving of being Royal Crown Diamonds. Mwah! I love you all, and we'll talk to you later. Okay.